everybody? Welcome back to The Village Hidden in the Shed, the official anime podcast of the Shed Network. Today on this beautiful morning, you're here in the shed with your boy, Sid Floyd.
Cherokee in the Jeep Cherokee.
And of course, none other than my cousin, the Blue Beast of the East, Mike Nice.
Yo, yo.
And it wouldn't be The Village Hidden in the Shed without the man, the myth, the mother effing legend, Pickle Pat, the Thinker. We are hopping into a new story arc, a fucking epic battle between Naruto and Orochimaru, which, I mean, the last one was crazy as fuck with the, Sannin standoff that went down when the sand attacked the leaf in the Chunin exams. But this one is, I don't know, right up to par with it. And honestly, I think that shit's sick as fuck. Orochimaru flexes on Naruto in Fourth Tail Beast State. But before we get there, there's some like kind of plot shit that happens.
Meet some people.
Yeah, exactly. In between the last arc, if you listen to, this is what, our 6th episode, I believe. We just did the Kazekage rescue mission. This is a Tenchi Bridge story arc. So what happens when we come into this is Kakashi's in the hospital because he fucking, I don't know, how many Kamuis did he use in that fight with Deidara? He used one on his arm, one
3?
or maybe 4?
That was the first time he ever did it too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think he did it. I think he did it in training. It was the first time we saw.
He obviously had definitely practiced somewhere.
Yeah. And he also, it was pretty fresh out of the hospital, I think, on that one too, because he was in the hospital for like 3 weeks when Itachi put him in the Tsukiyomi.
The Genjutsu,
which is when he learned that he could do the Kamui, that he too had an awakened Mangekyo.
But so when his Mangekyo got awakened, Mangekyo got awakened, he didn't know that.
He didn't know that that's what it was.
But Obito,
he was a kid.
Yes. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Kakashi was a kid.
Yeah, and plus
I know he's a kid. Yeah,
he didn't have any knowledge, and like the Mangekyo Sharingan, if you think about it at the time, the only people who ever even had it in the village, Fugaku, and no one was allowed to know about it.
Yeah,
and Itachi,
which was like pretty recent before.
Shisui.
I mean, it happened like pretty quickly right after he killed everybody.
And Shisui have him.
And
Shisui did.
Yes,
but when Shisui had unlocked it when he let his boy die, or that's when he unlocked his Sharingan.
I don't know exactly, but
I'm not sure that if they even get into that.
That being said, we definitely should, but
no,
maybe
in the
not
show,
today.
I don't know if they specifically get. Do they?
How
do
he
they?
got his
how he got his.
Do we know that?
Let's explore it. But fucking, let's stick
when
to
Danzo takes it, it's a Mangekyo. Sorry, but
he does.
Meow.
Yeah,
he does. Because that's how he's able to use. Because I think his Mangekyo ability is the
that's the one that Obito has too. The one where you can change your personality.
Yes, I don't. Yeah, does Obito have that?
I think that's what he did on the 3rd Mizukage on Yagura. I think it's the same thing he did.
Oh my gosh, what's it called? The Katsu Masakata or whatever the hell.
Yes,
God damn it.
Katsu. Yeah.
We're talking about shit that we didn't look up.
I know.
Nothing to do with this episode.
All right, forget it then. Kodo Matsukami.
Yes, like that's what it is. Kodo Matsukami. So Kakashi didn't know that he had the Mangekyo Sharingan, obviously, until he was exposed to someone else's Mangekyo abilities.
Then he copycatted it, or did he just now realize he had it? What do you like?
I think he had to have copycatted it.
Yeah, like
which isn't something that everyone also can do with a Sharingan either.
No,
it's not. So like that's an ability that's really unique to Kakashi because he's such a fucking genius. And I think Sasuke was able to do it with the Chidori because he had the same chakra nature, so it kind of came naturally to him. And he already was like pretty fucking powerful. And then Sasuke's daughter is the only one who else can do the copycat in Boruto.
Oh, she can do it?
Yeah, because she's fucking smart as shit. Like, I think that's just because he's such a genius, he's able to use... And I think maybe it has to do with the fact that he wasn't an Uchiha, too, because, like, if you think about, like, he just had a different perspective on his Sharingan. Like, when he got his Mangekyo, he didn't know he even had it. Like, he didn't know he could use it. He's just learning, like...
He needed a teacher.
But he fucking ended up,
he just used it for copycat.
Essentially teaching himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up with Chidori, like, shit like that. Like, he was just a fucking genius because of who his father was and shit like that, so...
No, yeah, but I think it definitely makes sense because everyone uses Sharingan for like defense, like to dodge attacks.
Yep.
But nobody like uses it to copy and counter.
Exactly, or well, that is.
Or he
like
counters it exactly the same time you're doing it. Basically,
he's able to.
But that's like the ability because Sharingan can kind of see things like before they happen almost.
Yeah,
right. That's how they're able to dodge shit.
Yep, anticipation. It's like finds a pattern, slows it down, shit like that. But he uses his Kamui like he's like, oh yeah, I could just do this thing. And then he's just fucking boom, 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 like 3 or 4 times. Saves everyone multiple times. That explosion at the end when Datara did the C4, turns himself into the bomb.
That was the same one that he dropped on the sand?
No. That was when he turned. That was the C3, is the atom bomb. The C4 is when he turns himself into a clay clone.
And that's even worse?
I don't know if it's the same size, but it's different because he looks like himself, and he turns. So it's a clone of himself, and you're right next to it. Whereas it would take time for him to make the other one, and a lot more chakra, I think. So he uses the fuck out of this Kamui. He's in the hospital. In the hospital, he gets visited by Jiraiya, Tsunade. Who's Tsunade's assistant? Shizune. Yeah, Shizune. So she's there, I think, and
I like that pig.
I believe
little pig.
I believe you.
Yeah. Wink.
Jiraiya explains to Kakashi, I think the power of the tailed beast state, or I think he actually, yes, the cloak, the Nine Tails cloak, the fox cloak, and so you just see that fucking Jiraiya is just absolutely yoked out, and they show like the scar on his chest.
It's like a swirl, right?
Yeah, it's like fucking totally split up, and so he's like, yeah, the only other time is when I was like. So when Naruto had 4 tails, and then one time when I tried peeping on Tsunade. She's in the bathhouse.
That's my mommy.
So yeah, so they just kind of explain, I guess, the power of the tailed beast state. And then following this conversation that happens in the hospital, now they have to act upon the information that they just got at the end of the last story arc, which is when they kill Sasori. And Sasori says that he had a spy within Orochimaru's organization that he has under his Genjutsu. So they have to meet at the Tenchi Bridge. Tsunade's like, obviously, I'm going to send Naruto, Sakura, because this is like about Sasuke. This is like personal for them, shit like that. And the 2 elders' names slipped away from me, don't want him to go. Because they're like, yo, how the fuck are you going to send Naruto out to meet with this Akatsuki spy? And the Akatsuki just invaded the sand and took Gaara.
They know it. They know at that point that they're after tailed beasts.
Yeah.
Sasori said that his spy was under his Genjutsu.
Yeah, I believe so.
But Kabuto obviously wasn't.
He had Orochimaru broke it.
But either way, if the person dies that casts a Genjutsu, does the Genjutsu break?
Yes.
So when Sasori died, it would have been broken anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe, I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, you get
I
the
feel like Kabuto's
Genjutsu.
way too smart to have a Genjutsu from Sasori last.
Well, yeah, but that's because
general.
Orochimaru was the one who found out about it and got rid of it. But I think that being said, that is what they say in like all the battles. Is they're like, you get the Genjutsu caster and you end the Genjutsu.
Yeah,
like that's how it always works.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is interesting that they didn't. Plot hole in Naruto. There you go, Kishimoto.
Yeah, because they should have known right off the bat that Kabuto was no longer under the Sasori.
So something would have been up regardless.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So the idea, though, is for they're forming the makeshift Team 7 because Kakashi's fucking immobilized. They are adding new member Sai, which you see get introduced. He like attacks Naruto or whatever. And he's like this weird, like emotionless kind of fucking robot.
Pale white.
Yeah. Just like a weirdo, but he's got 2 blades, I think. Or he's got 1 blade actually on his back, I think. And he's just got the ninja beast scroll jutsu.
And he's from the what?
The root.
He's from the root, but which is supposed to be that's
the root? What?
The root is like the foundation.
The foundation.
Well, yeah. I think it's like
foundation.
Both, yeah. No, I think the root is like a core part of the foundation. In Anbu. So like he's like top. He's like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, root. Yeah.
Very, very top tier security Clarence.
Yeah, and that's why he was trained all of his feelings out.
Yeah, he's favored heavily by Danzo. So then he becomes part of Team 7, and he's pretty fucking powerful. I think that he does a pretty good job at like kind of concealing how powerful he is until like necessary. But his jutsu is awesome. It's one of my favorite jutsus, where you just draw anything and just bring it to life. But then
I think that jutsu is super underrated. It's almost like 10 times kind of. It's like it's like all summoning basically.
Yeah, it is.
But you could just write literally whatever you want.
Yep.
And then like
turn it into. But they kind of
jutsus are dope too.
Yeah, well, which he is skilled at because of that. Like so it is because you're summoning and sealing, or sealing's like a reverse summoning, right? Something like that.
I guess so. When he does like the big tiger, the sealing one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I guess it could be kind of reverse.
Maybe.
What do you think, Pat? That you thinking?
I don't know if it'd be reverse.
See, there we
That's
go.
it.
You're in here, folks.
I don't think it'd be reverse.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's not reverse.
All right, nice. Well, so there it is. It's not. That being said, they also add Yamato, who gets introduced. He is a former Anbu captain who is proficient in wood release.
What's
the
that?
only other person who can do it besides the first Hokage himself, Hashirama Senju.
Do they also? This is when they explain how he got it too.
No, they do, well they do that during during the battle.
Okay.
Like on the bridge, they explain that shit.
Because that's when the first time anyone's like, that's the first time
true.
Naruto and all them saw him use wood release, right?
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, who the hell is this guy?
Yes.
Right?
I believe so. Or they might have seen him. Yeah, no, I think so.
That's like the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I think that's the first time they show it in the show besides when the first Hokage fights the
So do
third
we
on
even
top.
know he has it?
100%.
Like if you're not,
No,
like
if
if
you
you're
haven't-
watching
Yeah,
this
I think so.
This is the first time you're gonna see.
and you're like,
wood
oh
style
shit,
used.
Yes.
he has wood release.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts. The reveal, as they say. So, and this was an action, I guess, to kind of appease to those two elders because they were like, yo, how are you going to send Naruto out there? They obviously are heavy influenced by Danzo, who's kind of speaking in their ear as the Shadow Hokage prior, you know, and he's got that huge influence with the Anbu and everything like that. So they add this former Anbu captain and they add one of the Anbu's like biggest protege prospects, Sai, you know, his prize pupil. And so then they're like, all right, fine. Go ahead, do it, whatever the fuck. Then they meet at Tenchi Bridge.
Tenchi Bridge.
Yamato uses transformation, turns into
That also,
Sasori.
that jutsu is actually crazy.
What?
Because when Yamato's getting into character to be Sasori, and
does
he's
the
like
voice
starts doing
thing?
his voice thing,
and it's going lower and lower, and then he
Yeah.
finally gets it.
that's a pretty dope jutsu. Where he's
crazy.
like, you know,
That's not
It's like a
just to
spy
him.
thing.
That's not just to him though. That's like an Anbu thing.
oh word. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I'm pretty sure Kakashi's really good at it too. Like really, really good at
You
it.
see him do that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you do. Yeah, he's quite good at it.
There
And
you
so
go.
is Naruto.
Naruto, yeah, sexy jutsu.
Yeah.
Sexy no
I know
jutsu.
I'm very familiar
That's
with
a
sexy jutsu.
transformation. That's a transformation jutsu, right?
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with sexy jutsu.
What about reverse herring? That's your favorite.
What?
Is that what it's called?
What?
The reverse harem. The reverse harem jutsu.
What is that?
That's your favorite.
What is
That's
that?
when you summon a bunch
That's
of
when
them,
it's all
right?
dudes.
Oh yeah.
Ew. Talking about Yamato's
about
clone.
transformation
Yeah.
technique. We were talking about
Yeah,
transformation.
when he turned into Sasori.
Yeah.
That
With
was
the
dope
voice.
too. Yamato's a beast.
He's the beast.
Yeah, he's fucking
He was the perfect
great. He's-
captain for Team 7 to take Kakashi's place.
Yeah, well, for reasons like we were saying, to appease to the elders, one. Two, he also, his wood release is the only thing that can control the Nine Tails.
Yep. It could
Or-
what does it do? It holds their
Or
chakra
suppress
down,
it.
or suppresses the chakra.
it. Yeah.
And then he can turn him off.
Because that's
from-
how the first Hokage was able to capture the tailed beast,
Yes.
was using his wood release.
And yeah, with what's that? The one where he drops the big wood from
Oh, the gates.
yeah, the gates. He
The-
drops it.
it's like the 6-gate ceiling or something, or the 9-gate ceiling or something.
Yeah,
crazy
no,
shit
but
like that.
he's not the only one who could do that, though, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
but
I thought that was the wood release when he drops the.
Oh, it is.
No,
It is.
it is?
Hold down
it
this.
is.
I thought didn't
To hold the 10
wasn't
tails?
that done? Wasn't that done to
Oh, the 9 tails.
the 9 tails when Minato was fighting him?
No, only in the seal he was like that. But like the first Hokage could do that in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, he could drop the gates on the tails to hold
like
him
when
down.
he got
Yeah.
sealed, they were imitating that.
But
like,
I saw
like, you
that's
know
what
how
I'm
he
thinking of
stuck like
seeing
that.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Like when
thinking
he
of
stuck
seeing
like that seal that Minato created was to mimic the actual
Oh, that's
live
cool.
seal that the first Hokage could fucking create in real life and just drop. I forgot how many gates it is. He just drops them on top of the tail beast and fucking
Yeah.
immobilizes him. That being said, they fucking do this little covalent. Right, is that the right word? Not covalent.
Covert.
This covert mission on Tenchi Bridge where the spy for Sasori in Orochimaru's organization shows up and they're about to meet and they're about to get the lowdown so they could try and find Sasuke. Who's this motherfucker? The snake ass Kabuto, who fucking kills it in that little scene where he acts like he's on Yamato's side.
And he
And
just
then
starts
just
slices him.
chakra blades and just fucking turns and slices him. That was sick. He's pretty nasty.
Kabuto is nasty.
We do
sure.
see a cool side of Kabuto later towards the end of the fight too, which was like a cool You know, because he's an easy character to hate. So it's nice when they do show like the good side of him, you know?
Pussy.
But he actually, when you watch it, you really don't know where he stands a lot of the time.
A lot of the time. But you do know that he's a snake.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, this dude's just like a
And you haven't seen his backstory yet, have you?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't see that for a long
time. Which is just why they did that. They did a great character development. He's like a dude that everyone just loved to hate.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you kind of learn more about him and you see like what happened to him and you're like, oh, damn. Like,
yeah. And he becomes super strong. Well, what they did to him was crazy.
Yeah. And he's super fucking strong.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just like Sai, he's like nasty at just suppressing how powerful he is so that you just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play this.
Oh, hell yeah.
This fight.
Where do you want me to start it from? Like, before they get to the bridge or?
Like when the fight starts.
The long ass fight.
Right here?
Yeah, so this is right after they explain the whole shit about Yamato being one of the 59 children that were experimented on by Orochimaru, and they were given the Hashirama cell, and he was the only one to survive.
And that's why he has wood release.
Yes, and Orochimaru thought that he had died, but he goes, "Oh shit, it's you."
Oh,
so he
that's
did
cool.
live, yeah, because Danzo found him and was like, "Come with me, we gotta take you before he knows that you lived," because he like saved him from just being experimented on, I guess, for like the rest of his life or whatever the fuck.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy as fuck. So that's how Yamato even has it, and that's something that I would love to get into after this, as you know, because I have a crazy conspiracy, or at least fan theory about it. But yeah, let's get into it.
Leaving my laboratory exactly as it was. I never dreamed there'd be any survivors.
So that's it.
4-pillar prison jutsu!
Oh yeah, right? So now they're figuring it out.
No wonder he can use the first ninjutsu.
So, that's his
He's
story.
crazy
We're
OP.
looking at the end result of your work all those years
Sai didn't
ago.
know who Yamato was.
No.
The fruits of your labor. There's no question he's intriguing.
He left
but
the
I
Ambu.
wonder more about Sasuke.
Who, Yamato? Yeah, but you think Sai would know who he was.
Sasuke doesn't belong to you!
Yeah, he's just...
Naruto just goes beast mode every time you hear Sasuke's name.
Yeah. So I think he goes...
That is kind of a good point, though, that Sai doesn't know who the hell Yamato is. Right?
Yeah.
But they're both Anbu.
Yes.
But I guess that's how separate the root is from it, maybe?
Well, he was the root. Yamato was Sai before Sai. But Kakashi got him to kind of like leave and see that, and the third Hokage.
This is when Naruto went four tails.
The third Hokage is famous for letting people live who try to kill him, and Yamato is one of them. Yeah, so Naruto's what? He's getting 3-tail fox cloak or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Orochimaru got into him.
He's trying to. I think he's like.
No, he's just like, I don't know. It's
his
like Sensei
Genjutsu.
Kurama.
No, his Genjutsu. Like, you know how his Genjutsu's crazy, and he was probably like, he could sense chakra. He's a nasty sensory type.
Because Sasuke also got in once.
That was what he does later in the story arc. But he does that with his Mangekyo.
Give Sasuke back! Give him back!
Yeah, so Kurama's just waking up right now. He's like, yeah, I'm about to just take the wheel real quick. No big deal. So Jiraiya, as this is progressing, Jiraiya explained, I think they go deeper into the explanation of what this is. And basically, once he reaches like, oh yeah, good try, Kabuto. Fuck out of here, bro.
Oh my
But
god.
can you get a little volume on that? Dude,
yeah.
fucking sends Kabuto flying across the bridge and smacks Sakura. Damn, yo.
Why was
Destroys
Kabuto
the
smiling?
bridge. See how hard he got hit?
Yeah, he's like, yo, he's nasty. But he says Naruto just starts the Nine-Tail starts taking over his entire physical form.
That chakra.
So he chases after Orochimaru.
Time for my real mission.
So Sai flies right past Sakura.
Dude,
Dunk it.
coldest shit. Coldest shit.
I wouldn't save Sakura anyways.
I would, in a heartbeat.
Ninja art.
She's
Super
dope as
Beast
fuck.
Scroll.
So he goes, yo, go save Sakura.
But that wasn't part of the mission.
That's my most viewed video on TikTok.
Yamato saved her though.
Yeah, he does. He got the ill wood release. That's why.
Sai wasn't worried about her because that wasn't
They don't get
Part of
fucked.
the mission. Yeah. He don't
Still
give a
has
fuck,
no heart.
no emotion. So he lost the arm already.
Orochimaru's about to regurgitate himself a new body.
Yeah, with his like
Even with the power of
one of the most OT or OP jutsus ever. He does the style body replacement technique where he just fucking sheds a new form.
I love that sound.
You're no Sasuke. You're not even in the same league.
Gives him another tail.
Yep.
Can't say Sasuke's name.
Nope. Now he's got 4. So this is what Jiraiya explains: is that his blood starts boiling. It burns his skin off, but the Nine Tails chakra immediately regenerates it as it's burning. So that's how he's able to like stay alive.
Yeah.
But that cell division, rapid cell division, fucking shortens his lifespan. So every time that he does this, it makes him live like a shorter life.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You want to fast forward this a little?
Which if in like Uzumaki, they're known to have long lifespans.
Yes.
Be able to lay
So.
even a single scratch on my forehead.
More?
Flashback, yeah.
My bad.
So he's just getting lost in the sauce. That Nine Tails is taking over his entire consciousness.
There it is.
Happened here.
It was not.
You just got fucked up, Sakura. That's what happened.
He's on the other side
Yeah, bitch.
already.
You just got not a
He
fuck
went
up.
running off after Orochimaru.
Yep.
Naruto will be the tricky one here.
What size, like, true mission?
Is to kill Sasuke.
Yeah.
What's that smoke?
That was given him by Danzo.
Wood
clone.
Yo, if you listen to Jinx, yo, if you listen to one of our last episodes, we do an entire segment at the end on
The wood clones.
wood clone versus shadow clone versus water clone. Yeah, serious. Yo, what?
Wood style.
No one's even ready.
Domed wall jutsu.
That is a downside of Sai's jutsu, though. How like any powerful attack, it's ink. Yeah, it just falls apart.
Can do. I must admit.
So he's doing yoga. He's stretching his hip flexor. Yamato's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Yamato.
They did him dirty in the anime.
Yeah.
In the manga, he's much more.
He's stronger?
He's just represented more powerfully. Like, he is. He's absolutely nasty. He's like on par with like Kakashi, Itachi.
I mean, he's got to have a lot of chakra too, because when he did like the training with Naruto, where
Yeah, he
did
gets
the waterfall
exhausted,
and
though.
stuff like that. Yeah,
He does get exhausted because he doesn't have the first,
yeah, it's true.
like, you know.
Got the crazy.
The fourth tails emerged.
Fourth tail?
Pat and Orochimaru's tongue, dude. He's gonna do it again. Oh no, this is it. The 10,000 snakes technique. Which is, like, they all have swords in their mouths. Think of everyone that would just fuck up. Like, how do you even beat that? Look
I
at
mean,
that
he
shit.
sent it at a Jinchuriki.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and
know,
he
it's-
smacks the ground and fucking obliterates all of
A
them.
single blow of his hand. Damn it.
That's wild, bro. He turned them to dust.
Is the real Yamato a Sakura, or is the clone of Sakura?
The real Yamato's with Sakura. The clone is following them. It's a little bit of Orochimaru getting a taste of his own medicine too, with like the whole like body expansion.
Subjected to that much chakra. How is he still able to move?
Yeah, they don't even really know Jinchuriki's strengths like that, you know?
oh, dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, none of them really do, because they haven't really seen an active Jinchuriki since, like, you know, his mom was never in tailed beast form.
No, yeah,
Orochimaru
Kushina.
did that, just went up there and rocked him.
And just punched him in the fucking mouth. He was like, yo. And then just reconnects his body. He's ridiculous. One of my favorite characters.
Yo,
you
is
know?
that part of the Sage mode? like a snake sage, or how does he turn his body to snakes?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I think it's just like a ridiculous jutsu. Maybe he implanted in himself some body regeneration shit, or maybe that's... I think, you know, a lot of the snake stuff you'll see from him, especially the one that they showed a moment ago. Yeah, if you want to pause this real quick, because that's a pretty pivotal moment in the fight. But he does like the... What was the jutsu we were just talking about? The style body replacement.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit that's shown with the snakes is like... shown to represent eternal life, like the snake eating its own tail, like it's infinite. So a lot of the techniques that are used with the white snake, like that shit, because he's not a sage, but he has like sage techniques. He's trained in. He's similar to
Orochimaru didn't train with.
He did.
He never.
He visited the Ryobi snake cave, but he didn't stick around to master sage
what I'm saying,
training.
like,
he
he
was
didn't
interested
really
in the
do it.
jutsu. He got it, and he went and did it his own way and did other shit.
And that's why
like,
he never became a perfect sage.
which is Kabuto was able to,
He stayed
which
there.
is why Naruto was able to. But
and Jiraiya couldn't just because.
yeah, but so exactly. So,
Yeah.
but similar to, I'd say he's like a step down from Jiraiya's, like, or maybe he's a step above Jiraiya's.
And
sage.
that's why he got Jugo, so he could learn how to.
Because he was like, I don't need to stay here for the. I'm gonna shortcut that.
Yeah.
I know a clan that uses nature energy and senjutsu naturally, and I'll infuse his cells with mine, whatever.
And I'll just be taking in sage mode.
So a lot of the
Senju all
snake
time.
stuff though is regeneration. It has to do with health regeneration, which is interesting because the slug is the same way. They show like the slug is all health regeneration.
Yeah.
I guess the snake is more less health regeneration, more body regeneration, like shedding a new skin, like healing itself. If your tail gets cut off, you grow a new tail. Like I think that's more represented with the.
Yeah, like you're saying.
And then
like
the slug is
eternal
more
life.
like healing.
They're healing.
But his is like body regeneration.
Because Orochimaru is way older than you think.
Well, he's in his 60s or 70s. He's as old as Tsunade and Jiraiya.
And Tsunade never looks old
Because she uses...
and Orochimaru never looks old.
Yeah, but Jiraiya...
He doesn't even look old, bro.
He's young-hearted, that's why, though.
Yeah.
He's young-hearted.
Horny.
Yeah, he's got high libido.
High libido, dude.
So he's young at heart. He's young at heart.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and play that. But yeah, he just created a small little tailed beast bomb and then ate it.
Me weighed down with such dense
Orochimaru does, yeah.
Which is essentially a fucking tailed beast Rasengan.
That's his plan.
So he does that 3-gate summoning or
Yo,
whatever.
that dude, he just turned a tailed beast bomb into whatever the fuck that is. Like, what?
Whoa.
That's the third Hokage's technique, the Rashomon.
Was Orochimaru taught that when he was under the third?
I would assume so.
Probably.
Yeah.
It wasn't like taken after.
Yeah.
Or I guess.
Because the Rashomon could stop a tailed beast bomb. But I think he uses the 5 Rashomon, the third Hokage, and he only has 3, Orochimaru.
Definitely Lord Orochimaru's triple Rashomon.
Yeah.
Never imagined it would be like this.
Yeah, see, that's like a crazy jutsu. And then he does this shit. Whatever the... what is this? He comes out. Yo, what? Dude, what is this? Yo, he's got the stretchy neck, and he's got a sword that stretches 2 miles across.
Got
He's
the
like, look,
infinity
Yamato's
neck.
up there. He's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, Orochimaru just got the most craziest of fucking jutsus.
Yo,
He
he's
basically just does whatever the hell he has to.
Yo, he's so nasty, bro. I could talk about it every episode, but we have to do an episode on how absolutely overpowerful Orochimaru is and becomes. He is nasty. He could take a lot of people in any anime universe. A lot of people, including Naruto universe. Maybe not Naruto,
But the Naruto verse.
yeah.
Help, you stupid bitch.
Look, he can't even.
Even my snake sword
You-
can't pierce
my
him.
fucking
It's
2-mile
a snake sword.
sword.
If you were wondering what it was, that's it. It's a snake sword.
He just throws it.
Sock his stupid ass.
Nah, dude, chill. This is
This
the.
isn't so much a battle between ninja anymore.
But the fact that he could just create a giant sword and throw it like that.
What do you say?
The fact he can just create a giant sword out of like this out of nowhere.
Just out his mouth.
Oh, he's just fucking.
And then he just retracts it like the mouth from Alien.
Sick.
So this is where you start to see how out of control Naruto is, because he fucks up Sakura.
He's not
right
Naruto anymore.
Yeah, he's not. And then Kabuto says it. He goes, "This is a battle between monsters. This is a ninja. This is,
Don't you worry one bit.
you know."
I'm gonna bring Sasuke back. If I say I'm gonna do it, that means I will. Okay?
It's my
Don't
Nindo.
forget my way of the shinobi me.
Now the boy is gone and only the monster remains.
The boy who lived has come to die.
You have to stay away from him!
Naruto!
Yeah, about to get smacked.
Hey, I can rescue
Oh,
Naruto.
watch out.
I'm begging you to stop this right now.
Trips.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you just looked the devil in the face. Bah! Peace, Connecticut. She looked crazy. Yeah, he says that, but Yamato, or excuse me, Kabuto heals her.
Look, we got another body coming up.
They do show that side of Kabuto. Yeah, he did it again, style replacement.
Come, as I predicted.
But he's getting exhausted from it, though.
Show signs of rejection. I must be patient.
Yo, if he ever got that fucking Sharingan,
Damn, it was too late!
we gotta do,
Orochimaru
we gotta
with
do an
the
episode
Susanoo.
on that. If he did get Sasuke's body. Oh, look at that. He was
then
about
he
to
would-
kill her.
Or Itachi in the beginning, which would have never happened, but
Yeah, but he was sick too, so that would have been like Kimimaro. Oh, she got fucked up. It looked like he hit her in the face, but thankfully he got
Was
her
it
in the
shoulder?
arm. Yeah, it's like her arm.
she rolled.
Yeah, she rolled it.
Yeah.
Don't hurt them.
I no longer intend to hurt any of you.
Yo, shout out to Kabuto for this. This just shows he's, he's not a bad, he's like he's got a fucked up life, bro.
He does
And
have
he's
fucked up. He's
You
one of
and I
the probably the
should-
craziest backstory.
And he's got fucked up. He's fucked up in the head, man. Like Danzo fucked with him. They fucked with him heavy. Like his shit isn't right. He's got PTSD.
Lord Orochimaru must be near his limit.
He's the worst at it.
It's time for me to go.
I've got to do it now.
Go ahead,
Kage style Elder Jutsu!
put him down. Elder Jutsu. Now he's only able to do this because of the crystal on his neck.
Oh, okay.
Because he's no,
That was-
he.
That was Tsunade's, right?
Yeah.
It was
the
no, it was-
Hashirama's.
It was Tsunade's. Yes, it was Hashirama's, but Tsunade's brother wore it, and he got killed.
That's right.
And so she started wearing it.
And she said that
Tsunade's
everybody.
brother?
No, Dan
Yeah,
wore it first, right?
No. Dan got killed afterwards.
I thought
Don.
that she was saying that it was cursed because every person that wore it,
He
that
gave it, yeah.
was, like got killed. Didn't she think like at one point?
Or maybe she gave it to Don. So if you want to pause it.
don't know.
So he suppresses the Nine Tails chakra.
Yeah, which is like crazy. It shows how strong he is.
Yeah. And then the plot proceeds. We'll get into that next episode. But if we break down this fight right now, I think the nastiest part of this fight is you see how Orochimaru in a failing body, like he's sick now. Like his
sick.
body's falling
He's nowhere
apart.
near 100%.
And he's taking on a four-tailed beast cloak, which, like, if you put that in relative terms, Itachi, the first time he ever used Amaterasu, he fought the three-tailed beast cloak. Almost died. The dude he was with got killed, and he had to resort to some shit that he never even like had done before to even get out of that situation, and he couldn't save his partner either. So Orochimaru holding his own against four-tailed beast cloak is crazy. And Naruto has got the nine tails, not the three tails. He's got the fucking nine tails in him, and he's putting up a fight. Like, yo, he pinned him with that snake sword. Pinned him.
Yeah. And at first though, he took a big shot from Naruto in the beginning,
Yeah.
where like it did a lot of damage to him, I think. And he was like that, but he kept was impressed with how strong it was. But
And he said it. He goes, "Oh wow!" But then he was like, he got him pissed off even more. With like, he says Sasuke's name. He's like, "Yo, you're just not. You're not even in the same league as him." And he's like, "What?" Plus, that pisses him off because he's like, "I'm better than him too."
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So, do you think? Who do you think won? Because they clarify that as a draw.
Yes.
In the Narutopedia, they clarify that as a draw.
I mean, Orochimaru held his own for sure.
But is that a draw? Like Orochimaru's he's on his stomach after this, and when he gets confronted by Sai, like he's on his stomach like fucking stuck. He's fucked up.
He doesn't just retreat?
He does.
Yeah, kind of. I guess that's a
Well,
draw.
they end up retreating, but I'm saying he's like laying like Naruto's chilling. He had to get fucking put down. They had to tranquilize him. He would have just kept going. He was sitting there like waiting to just
I see what you're saying.
like Orochimaru was done. He just did another style body replacement technique.
There are no side effects of that, like
That's what,
snake shedding?
that's what I was wondering.
no, yeah, of the beast cloak.
Oh, it is afterwards though.
Oh, yeah. I think
Afterwards,
How
he
Sakura,
long
goes-
does it last too?
I think Sakura,
It's really I think until his rage is over. Like
because you know how like obviously the chakra you can heal yourself, but
Yeah.
it takes a while. That's why they go to the hospital. I think Sakura though also helps, but he has to heal all his skin. I think after every time he does that,
yeah, exactly.
because all
Burns
his
the skin away.
burns.
Yeah.
So
Which
that's
is
that.
fucking. Imagine your friend. Like
That's
that's what
it.
Sakura sees. Is she sees her.
But that's got to
her
probably hurt when
teammate.
he comes
Boiled
off it,
alive.
right?
Yeah. What do you say?
When it comes off the Jin cloak when it's done.
Yeah.
it's probably hurts a lot. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, your skin all just burned off.
But when you become perfect Jinchuriki, how does that not happen anymore? Or just because you don't? Because he's beast mode, but he's not Jin. Like because
Yeah, because you don't
cloak.
you don't do the cloak because the cloak is their chakra taking over yours.
Yeah.
So-
But they could do the Jin cloak without turning to the beast.
Do they just call it that Jin cloak? Or
I think so.
Oh, really? Or are you just making that up?
No, I definitely didn't make that.
Oh,
up.
I
wish
was like, that's
did,
pretty
though.
fucking. Yeah, it's a cool little.
Well, Killer Bee does it.
Does he do that?
That's one of the
Jin
things he
cloaks.
teaches Naruto, and he's not teaching
the
him something
cloak?
that
Like
hurts
so,
him.
like
Or is it
Sage mode
transformation?
is a Jin cloak kind of with the red flame.
What do you mean?
That's like the tail beast chakra. He's putting it around him. He's like doing a Jin cloak, right? Is that what it's called? Jinchuriki? Like
That's
yeah.
not what Sage Mode is, though.
No, but I thought like it was a similar chakra. Like,
Oh, okay.
like
okay.
around him.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting.
But Killer Bee does do it. He goes into like beast mode or whatever you call it.
That's
tail
what
beast mode.
in cloak or like, or is it
Doesn't
surrounding
he turn,
him?
you know, he
I
turns
thought
into,
he had-
turns
He
into
does
the rabbit
both.
thing.
He
Really?
does both. He does both.
Really? No shit.
Yeah.
I thought he just had the cloak or like the bubbles around him. I didn't know he turned like where his skin boils and shit like that.
That's what I was wondering too. If also Killer Bee had to recover from his skin
Interesting.
burning off, because he does do that too. But they also can do it without turning into the
Yeah, because normally they're able to surround themselves with the chakra and it doesn't hurt them.
Yeah,
because they're like
exactly,
working together.
Yeah.
Where I think that this is them like it's
Losing control.
losing control, and they're trying to basically turn the human body into their body.
yeah.
That's like what's happening is he's trying to transform into the Nine Tails from
Yes.
Naruto, and Naruto's giving him that leeway.
That kind of happens. Spoiler in the Pain arc, right, where he almost turns completely.
Yeah, but he refuses to rely on it.
Yeah.
Well, no, then he ends up fucking. He does like that shit's fucking crazy. Well, I cannot wait to get there. That's one of my favorite fights. Like that shit is unbelievable. But yo, I thought that it was interesting. Kabuto didn't really do shit in this fight. And the last time that Orochimaru got in a huge fight was the Sannin standoff, and Kabuto played a pivotal role in that fight. Like, remember he fucked up Tsunade because she got covered in blood, and then
That's
he was
when
about to kill.
Naruto stepped in.
Exactly. But like Kabuto had to step in to kind of like let Orochimaru get away in that fight, and from
But that was the one
Jiraiya,
versus two.
Tsunade. Yeah, but I mean, essentially, this is a 2 versus fucking 4.
Well, because Kabuto.
Well, it's so technically, yeah. So what I'm saying is, so
There's
it was
no possibility
so it was-
Kabuto could have even done anything in this fight, anyways.
That's kind of the point I'm making, but it's like in the last fight, it was still 2 Sannin with their summonings, and Naruto. Yeah, and Naruto. I think. I think it was just Naruto.
And I think Shizune was there. No.
Maybe, but so versus Orochimaru and Kabuto, and now it's Naruto, Sai, Yamato, Sakura, who now has chakra control and could fuck shit up like she just did to Sasori, versus Orochimaru and Kabuto. And Kabuto is like fucking sidelined. He tries to do one thing and fucking
fucking
goddamn
smacked.
Naruto sends him.
Is that just at where his skill level is at this
No,
point?
he's way more powerful than that, which
Right.
is why it's like crazy that he, like
Maybe he's doing it
on purpose. He got fucked up.
Yeah, he is creating like a.
But he's
sneaky
great.
kid, though.
He's a great medical ninjutsu user, so he's able to heal himself pretty quickly. And I think that's why Orochimaru also likes to have him around as well, because he's like he could aid with that healing. He's a phenomenal medical ninjutsu user.
Yeah, we've
like,
seen
nasty.
him. Like
Just heal
at-
Sakura,
yeah,
right there
Sakura at the
after
end.
she gets hit.
And from a distance.
Facts. Because he was getting restrained by the wood
Yamato
release.
stopped him and he didn't even fucking touch him.
Facts.
He should have choked him with the wood. How come they never do that?
No, you're weird. Yeah.
What do you mean, dude?
No, I feel you. You could have got him.
You like
I don't
your
even know what
choke.
you guys are talking about.
You big choke guy.
And then fucking no, because he could be like Darth Vader. Like instead of the Force, the wood comes out, and then you're picked up with the wood.
Yeah, and just fucking sand
Dying,
coughing
choking.
him.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah, dude. Yamato could do so much more with that wood.
But that's what I'm saying. So like
He do some nasty shit.
dude. So he gets like nerfed in this show. He's crazy. Like he could be
Vile.
absolutely.
dude.
So we also get to see the wood clone thing that we talked about. That's pretty fucking dope.
The way it comes out, like, is cool, kind of crazy. It's like,
Yeah, it comes out of his shoulder.
Yeah,
It's like,
what the hell?
it's strands and shit like that. Yeah, I don't really have very much. I thought something I thought was cool was kind of the Tenchi Bridge thing. I don't know if that's something really worth bringing up at this point.
Why not?
But
Wait,
Tenchi Bridge means heaven and earth.
yeah,
And I just thought that it was kind of crazy that you have like it's like the meeting, supposed to be the meeting of Sasori and Orochimaru to resurrect. Like, you know, Sasori brings dead people back to life with puppet master jutsu. And
Two people
Orochimaru
obsessed with death.
Yeah, and Edo Tensai. Like,
on the heaven and earth bridge.
yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool. Could we actually look up?
It's not
the
even
Tenchi-
heaven and hell. It's heaven and earth.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
right?
I think that we covered pretty much everything. Unless
so.
we wanted to talk more about the
Like Orochimaru's
Orochimaru's
jutsus.
jutsus, but
I mean,
kind of talked about it.
it's every time we see him, it's going to be like that though, because he just
He's
has
always
the
doing
wide,
different shit.
He has the
bro.
widest array
He
of
can do anything.
jutsus.
He can literally do
the most.
anything he needs.
I didn't know that they had poison fangs.
Oh, they're all poisonous.
He's a big poison guy.
Damn. The
And they have
10,000 snakes wave.
Kusanagi like blades inside their mouths, which is what we saw in the fight.
And they become a defensive wall that could block any attack except for Naruto smacking the ground with his hands. Damn.
Well, I mean, other than Naruto in that tail beast mode, I mean, he probably beats. I mean, he's beating like everybody with that sea of snakes, pretty much.
Who else? I mean, if you're not a tail beast, you can't count it. How are
Maybe you
counting
take out a lot of them, but is 10,000 of them?
What if you have a Sharingan and you could dodge them all and not get poisoned
about
by any? If
Neji?
you get touched by any of them, you get poisoned.
What about
Does rotation?
rotation?
How long does that last?
Should I search that real quick?
No. Do you think so? How long does rotation last?
What if
Neji.
The Earth.
Revolving speed of 1,200 kilometers per hour. It's pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, what is that? Like 800 miles an hour?
Yeah.
I think I heard somebody say that once. I didn't just do math in my head.
No, I think it's something like that.
Does it have a
745.6 miles an hour, Mike, to be specific.
nice?
The revolving heaven.
And
the revolving heaven?
Yeah, I don't know if it says the duration of it. Yeah.
nope, it doesn't say a duration, but there probably definitely is.
Short range, it's only a 5-meter technique, though. So, I mean, like, how, yeah, I mean, dude, that was an entire tsunami.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna take out only so many before
And then
it
you end
gets
up
you.
getting, all you have to do is get nipped, and you get poisoned.
Yeah. So
And you're
It's
fucking
slow.
done. And you're fucking done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone could take that on, really. That'd be pretty fucking tough. You'd have to get away. You'd have to retreat.
What if Sasori got all his puppets?
but
He doesn't have 10,000. He only has 100. Or he's
What if
297.
that went crazy and started chopping it up?
Oh, dude, he has 100 puppets
Yeah, maybe just 100 at a time.
versus 10,000 snakes.
That's a fucking...
Dude, how
That's
come he doesn't?
100. That's 1%.
How come he doesn't use any of those jutsus when he's versing Jiraiya and Tsunade? Right? He doesn't use those.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Every time he fights, he uses a new jutsu. You're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is he? He just always has some shit up his sleeve.
Unless
Like,
he didn't know it yet.
maybe, but I think at this point, he's 60 years old.
Yeah.
So
He's
he
not learning
knows.
much new stuff.
I mean, he's
Well,
definitely
he's
still
always
is.
learning.
That's
Every day
his
that he's
thing.
alive, he's like learning something.
That's his
Yeah.
thing. That's how he's got his fucking eternal life
Very
shit.
true. But
But I don't know, man. Every time you see him, he's doing
is he
some
the
new shit.
strongest Sonian?
Yes.
Yes.
Not Jiraiya.
Not
I don't think so. Well, especially if you go talk all time.
Dry Sage
But
mode.
what are we talking all time? No. All time, Orochimaru.
All time prime, both in their all time primes.
Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Orochimaru lives an
Orochimaru's
entire
alive.
lifespan, gets the Hashirama cell, fucking, and then is able to now live instantly or infinitely and clone himself like with white Zetsu technology. Like he could fucking make new organs for himself. He doesn't have to find little Sasuke's to fucking take over their body and like, you know, shit like
in
that.
the beginning, he was taking like in the
All of
Chunins, right?
Yeah.
He was taking over that girl's body.
Yeah, he took over her body. I mean, if you think about everyone who's in his shit is him going around to villages, stealing children with unique Kekkei Genkais or certain fucking abilities or jutsus or powers.
Things that he wants.
Yeah, and he applies them to himself so that he could just master all these types of techniques.
Oh, one last thing then to bring up. You know, in that, if you've seen all the Naruto movies,
No.
there's the one Naruto movie where the Sannin had a fourth friend.
Yes.
And
he's
he wasn't
out to
super skilled in jutsu.
Yeah.
But he was the guy that first ran off
Yes.
to do what Orochimaru does now.
Yes.
Do you think is that he was influenced by that guy?
I think so.
Probably, right?
Seeing how powerful he became.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that movie was crazy.
100%.
But he would basically Orochimaru did the same thing, kind of.
We should cover that. We should do all the movies
yeah.
individually as well and cover those and see how they influence the plot line without necessarily affecting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
really. You could watch the whole plot without seeing the movies.
Yes.
And it doesn't change much. But then when you see the movies, it does
It
show
adds.
influence and
Yeah.
add to the storyline.
I think also one time you said this about Hiruzen training Orochimaru.
Yeah.
But Hiruzen also mastered all
All
jutsus.
five. All,
Yeah, that's
All-
why
I don't know if it was all
that's one of
hidden,
the,
I think it's hidden leaf jutsus.
They called him the
He
professor for a
mastered
reason.
all hidden leaf jutsus and all 5 chakra natures.
Yeah. And then Orochimaru was a student.
And
so
mastered-
he
he was
two,
already smart.
He had
Did-
2 influences.
Could you look this up? Did he master all 5 chakra natures?
I think he did. He
He's
did
one
yin
of
and yang,
Orochimaru?
but not yin and yang are together or something.
Yes.
We're gonna
I think
find
he was
out.
one of the only other people.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, not Hiruzen.
Yeah.
Orochimaru.
Oh, Orochimaru.
Orochimaru.
I was like,
Oh,
what do
so
you
we
look
already know who Hiruzen did.
Hiruzen mastered everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But Orochimaru mastered all of the leaf techniques like Hiruzen. I think the 5 chakra natures, and he also mastered techniques from other. Oh no, wait, go up real quick. Look at this
Yeah.
Kekkei Genkai. Oh, those are ones that he adapted to himself. So yeah,
Jugo's.
Kekkei Genkai, which is nature. Sakan and Ukon's Kekkei Genkai, which is the body split. Shikotsu, what is that? Oh, that's the bone technique.
The bone technique.
Yep.
Kimimaru.
Which is how he's able to make swords probably out of his shit
And
all the time.
out of his fucking snakes.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about this too before. He's direct descendant from Kaguya.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's from the Kaguya clan. But
Yep.
she has a similar jutsu.
100%. And then he also eventually gains wood release. But so what are the chakra natures that he mastered?
He had
All of them.
So he has every single one of them and yin and yang release, and he could also absorb chakra.
And wood release they put as a separate one. Because it's 5 and then look, see how they put wood release?
Yeah, damn.
they-
That's fucking sick as fuck.
They already mentioned it up
so
here.
that's the thing that Hiruzen couldn't do. So he not only mastered wood release, which is another hidden leaf jutsu that technically Hiruzen didn't master.
Well, you
he
could.
technically
Hiruzen
did
couldn't
not.
have mastered it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he only if you have Hashirama cells can you do it or can some
They're the only ones known to have ever done it is the people with Hashirama cells.
does Naruto have Hashirama cells by default?
No, he has he has
Or
Hashirama
Hagoromo.
blood, but he
Blood.
gets Hashirama cells in at the end of Naruto.
Okay.
When he gets
and
the
then
hand.
that's how he gets wood release as well.
I don't know if
But
Naruto gets
he
wood
does, but he never uses it.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's another thing that we're definitely gonna have to fucking get into. But that being said, Orochimaru masters the same thing that Hiruzen does, and then you just add every other jutsu that he took from every other village, every other person, all the Kekkei Genkais that he added to himself, and then at the end of his life, at this point in the Naruto storyline, when he has the Zetsu and Hashirama cell, like he's unstoppable, and he just literally just is like chilling, waiting to fuck people up. He's
Absolutely. And we don't know where he's from an unknown clan.
No,
kind of thing,
and
right?
I kind of want to do an episode maybe where we just speculate on that shit.
Yeah.
We could do a whole, like, where is he? Because I have a couple of theories.
He's always look weird too.
I have a couple theories.
It's like, it's so funny because most of the strong ninja from the Leaf are all orphans that they grab in and make shinobi. And then
where
they
did
end
they
up
come
becoming the
from?
best.
And that's what I think we should do episodes on the orphans of the Leaf.
Orphans.
Yeah,
leave.
dude.
and then just be like, yo, this all was just fan theory on where the fuck
Been a
they
cool
came
name
from
for
and
a
what happened.
podcast. Dude.
Orphans
The
of the
easiest
Leaf.
one, Naruto. We know where he came from.
Yes.
But it's funny that he's an orphan and his dad, we don't really know. I know his dad was an orphan, but he was, right?
Or his dad was a no name.
His dad was just a random ass head.
Just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, their name, the last name had nothing to do. Was it?
Namikaze.
I don't know if they ever show his parents.
They don't.
No, right?
No.
I think you can
show
Google
him
them,
as a
though.
kid.
You can Google them for some reason. So maybe we'll throw that up there.
But, all right, you guys want to do some plugs?
Yeah. You can find me, Mike Nice CT, on all platforms. You already know that. And this is Village Hidden the Shed on the Shed Network. Go follow the Shed Network. We got a bunch of stuff on there. And also go check out our music. Dropping all the time.
New track?
New track. I Feel Like Bobby. Go stream it. Stream it. Stream it.
Stream it. Pickle Pat, direct affiliate of the Shed Network. I'm gonna make a Pickle Pat the Thinker page.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
To an Instagram near you.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, you can follow me at Sin_Floyd. Got a bunch of new music on the way. Follow us at the Shedcast. You can see us on the Summer Porch Tour with Robbie the Fire Bernstein. We got show in Michigan. Like all August, I think we're out. So we got show in Michigan the weekend of the 12th. Nice. Some plug music. The 20th, we're in Maryland. 27th, we're in Denver, Colorado. And yeah. Also follow Sports Schmorts, another podcast on our network.
Yes, sir.
That's really it. Believe it.
Believe it.
You don't believe it, do you?